Prices of goods and services around the world are reaching an all-time high as the days go by. And according to several reports, more and more people are moving outside of their native countries in search of low cost of living, better quality of life, or for work opportunities. The countries mentioned in this video are cheap to live in and can offer interesting lifestyle opportunities for people wanting to relocate or digital nomads looking for a midterm stay. While there may be other countries that may be cheaper than those we've listed, they may not be as attractive for security or political reasons. Another thing to note is that the countries that have an authoritarian government or face an internal or external threat will also not be mentioned in this video. Overall, all of these countries are fairly safe, and most of them boast decent Human Development Index scores. So here are the 12 best countries to live easily on a low budget. Number 12. Slovenia. Slovenia is a beautiful country where one can find almost everything. Mountains, lakes, wild rivers, beautiful, clean cities, castles, and even the sea. It is quite cheap compared to the nearby Switzerland, Austria, and Italy, but it's more expensive than most countries in Eastern Europe. But then again, it performs well across a number of well-being dimensions relative to the countries in Eastern Europe. Additionally, it is one of the safest countries in the region right now as it faces no external or internal threats. The most expensive area to live in this country is the capital city of Ljubljana. But if you compare its prices to other European capitals, it's still very affordable. Overall, if you plan to relocate to this country, you will need about $1,300 to $1,600 for monthly expenses in case you live alone. Number 11. Costa Rica. Though Costa Rica may be small in size, this Caribbean country has much to offer. With beautiful beaches, safe towns, affordable real estate, and a thriving foreign community, it is one of the most amazing places one can live on a budget. Housing in this country is very cheap, and one can expect to pay 60% lower than those in US and Canada. Plus, healthcare and other amenities are extremely affordable as well as robust. Markets sell locally grown fresh fruit and vegetables at low prices, so eating healthy is not only easy but also inexpensive. Although it is more expensive than other countries in the region, such as Guatemala or Nicaragua, the safety index and the quality of life index tends to be higher, which makes up the difference. It also offers a wide variety of options for entertainment, culture, and water sports. Number 10. Peru. Peru might not be the first country that comes to mind when it comes to choosing a relocation destination, but it's fast becoming a popular choice for those looking for an affordable retreat. In the last 5 years, many foreign nationals, specifically digital nomads, have established some sort of base in Peru, mainly due to the low cost of living and low taxes on offer. According to several surveys, the basic expenses for a single person in most parts of the country is roughly around $1,500 per month or less in most areas. However, those choosing to reside in its capital city of Lima can contemplate to spend more, as its cost of living is rising day by day. But still, it is very cheap when compared to major cities and countries like the US and Canada. Moreover, it is one of the safest countries in Latin America, and Peruvians are well regarded as being quite welcoming and friendly to foreigners. Number 9. Czechia. Crammed in between Austria, Germany, Slovakia, and Poland, the Czech Republic, also known as Czechia, sits in between Eastern and Western Europe. It is a country that is well developed like Western Europe, but cheap like Eastern Europe. It is an amazing country to move to because it has a very low crime rate, a strong international community, and an affordable cost of living. Living and working here makes it convenient and easy to travel around Europe, and there are lots of volunteer positions in the Czech Republic and paid jobs available. The capital city of Prague is the most expensive city in the country. However, it is still cheaper than many European cities. All in all, it boasts well-organized public transportation systems, affordable travel across Europe, delicious national cuisine, low prices, and a reasonable lifestyle. All of this creates a fairly comfortable way of life in the country. Number 8. Vietnam. Vietnam is rapidly attracting more and more long-term residents. The country is a great melting pot of cultures with a range of attractions. Plus, most items cost less than half of what you would pay in the West, and anywhere from 5 to 25% less than what they would cost in many other Southeast Asian countries. Accommodation is cheap and plentiful in the country and caters for all tastes and budgets. From a small bedside apartment to a luxury mountain villa, you'll find what you're looking for at a mind-blowing price. Food ranks high on many residents' favorite things about Vietnam. From a market to a street vendor and top-end cuisine, Vietnam has it all. and the only thing better than the taste is the price. A single individual can easily reside in the country on a monthly budget of $500 to $1,200, depending on how luxuriously they live. Number 7. Turkey. Turkey is a big and varied country with diverse landscapes, from mountains to salt flats to the deep blue of the Mediterranean Sea. It's sunny, it's steeped in history, it's controversial, and it's plain beautiful. It's also a wonderful mix of Eastern and Western cultures. Most of the foreign nationals who reside in Turkey receive earnings or pensions from their home country, so they enjoy a luxurious lifestyle thanks to an excellent exchange rate between the Turkish lira and other currencies like the pound, euro, and American dollar. Although keep in mind, living in its major cities like Istanbul doesn't come cheap. It is in fact the most expensive place to live in Turkey. However, if you move towards the Aegean and Mediterranean coasts, the prices of almost everything will be much more agreeable. It is possible to live in Turkey on a fraction of the income that you need to in the UK or US. Number 6. Chile. Modern and efficient, Chile boasts dramatic mountain peaks, sparkling lakes, and abundant wildlife. It has great skiing in the winter and lush alpine valleys in the summer. On top of all this, it boasts the lowest levels of corruption and one of the highest levels of safety index in Latin America, as well as the strongest economy, highest standard of living, and lowest level of poverty. Although Chile is not a cheap country by any means, most foreign nationals prefer it for its better facilities and well-developed infrastructure. The average cost of living for a single person in its major cities like Santiago is way under $1,500, and if you move down to one of its coastal areas, it can decrease even further. Coastal Chile boasts a diversity and beauty reminiscent of the Californian shoreline, but without the high property prices. Number 5. Philippines. An archipelago of over 7,000 islands with turquoise waters and lush greenery, the Philippines represents a truly picturesque destination. People who move to the Philippines can enjoy everything from island life to historic treasures as well as modern urban comforts. Generally, the cost of living is reasonably low. One can surely find accommodation, be it a serviced apartment, condo, or a freestanding house to suit their budget, and eating out can also be inexpensive when trying local fare. Healthcare is also fairly affordable. Private medical facilities in major cities are well-resourced, though standards vary depending on the area. On the downside, one should be aware of safety concerns, as petty crimes do happen in its major cities. This is especially the case for those moving to Manila or Quezon City, populated urban areas where traffic is chaotic and braving the roads can be nightmarish. Number 4. Bulgaria. Bulgaria is a country of 7 million people situated in southeastern Europe. It is made up of mountains, plains, rivers, lakes, beautiful hot springs, and extensive coastline along the Black Sea. Although the current situation in that part of Europe is dire, generally it is a fairly safe country, has a stable democracy, and is a member of the European Union and NATO. For those coming from other first world countries, everything will seem cheap in Bulgaria. One could rent a lovely 2-bedroom apartment near the center of the capital city, Sofia, for less than $500 a month. Head out of Sofia for even better value. The second city, Plovdiv, has rental prices of about 60 to 70% of an equivalent price in Sofia. A move to some of the more remote areas of Bulgaria will offer even bigger bargains. Furthermore, Bulgaria is blessed with beautiful beaches and incredible mountains. It has approximately 200 kilometers of golden, sandy beaches that include Varna, Golden Sands, Sunny Day, and many others. Number 3. Indonesia. Indonesia is teeming with digital nomads, retirees, local and foreign tourists all year round. The affordability comes with outstanding locations that are beautiful, exotic, and anything but boring. The sandy beaches, exotic jungles, great valleys, rice fields, healthy food, and culture are something that you would want to experience at least once in your life. The amazing cafes, resorts, and restaurants around Indonesia provide great food and workspaces for digital nomads. There are certain places in Indonesia that are more famous than others, like its islands of Bali and Lombok. These islands have plenty of seaside communities where one can live comfortably on budgets of less than $1,500 per month, which includes rent for a 2-bedroom house, all utilities, eating out frequently, and buying some imported foods. If the idea of living on a tropical island with an idyllic climate, friendly locals, a thriving expat scene, and an affordable lifestyle appeals to you, both of these islands are your best bet. Number 2. Cambodia. The smallest of the Southeast Asian nations, Cambodia has one of the quickest developing economies on the planet. Its capital city of Phnom Penh has bloomed into a clamoring city filled with high-rises, shopping centers, and upscale cafes. It is not the same feeble city it was only 10 years ago. Overall, the cost of living in Cambodia is very cheap, costing under $1,000 a month. Renting a small one-bedroom studio apartment in one of the cities in Cambodia will merely cost around $250 a month, or $25 a night in an Airbnb. Another thing to note is that Cambodia uses both the US dollar and the local Cambodian currency. ATMs are ubiquitous in the city, so it's usually not hard to get cash from your international bank account. All in all, with incredible sightseeing opportunities and close proximity to other tourist destinations, Cambodia is an attractive country for young individuals. In number 1, Ecuador. Ecuador has a lot to offer anyone, but it's becoming especially attractive as a place for retirees and those on a fixed income, thanks to the low cost of living and good medical care available. Choose mountain cities, coastal locations, or head for an adventure in the jungle. Whatever you want, small village life, big city conveniences, you'll find it in Ecuador. Lush green hills and fertile valleys are the norm. There are beaches that are warm but rarely muggy with no hurricanes or tropical storms. There are temperate climates in the Andes where you do not need a heating or cooling system. When it comes to safety, by large the country is safe, but it is advised to take extra precautions in certain parts of big cities like Cuenca and Quito.